Oh, hey, everybody. Good evening. It's about 7. It's coming up on 7 p.m. I'll give you a little brief rundown. We've got gold and silver both quiet. They're up a little bit, but it's minor. I think I saw Bitcoin at 75,000, and oil is down a little bit, down to I think $88. And the long range prediction, according to what I saw, is $75 a barrel. Let's check out the Dow, and then we will check out the NASDAQ. Off we go. Okay, up and down. In the beginning, it was up and down. That must be due to the oil situation. It's flat, 50,669. So just completely flat, right where it started. Let's check out and see what the NASDAQ thought about this. It's up 1%, up 242 points at 26,917. Pardon me there. Okay, let's go ahead and get you caught up. We'll go into Drudge, and then we'll keep it as brief as possible. This stupid ass company here, when you try to upload a video, for a 15-minute video, it takes about 8 hours. I'm not making that up. 6 hours. It's ridiculous. Totally insane. So we'll try to keep it brief for you. Okay. Disclosure Day is a movie. There's first reactions. Spielberg's best film in 20 years. Looks like they're people from another galaxy or whatever. They're saying it's a good movie. And for all of you who love Trump, they're trying to create a $250 bill. I'm not making that up, with his image on there. And they're trying to change the thing because anything put onto our excuse me, any coin that's made for American use, the representative figure has to be dead. So there was only one exception to that, as far as I know, and that was General MacArthur. He was actually on a coin that was minted for the Philippines, and they were peso coins. So those were the only one. That was the only one I remember. There were two of them, 1 peso and a half a peso. So, matter of fact, I'll show you the coin. The U.S. minted Philippine peso coin of General MacArthur.
The U.S. minted a commemorative 1947
Yes, and there it was. It was 1 peso.
Featuring General Douglas MacArthur.
And most of them were dumped into the ocean. They were struck here at the San Francisco Mint, but they were for use in the Philippines, and he was something of a hero over there in the Philippines, you could say. But from what I understood, the Japanese weren't fond of these coins, and they tried to dump them, as many as possible, into the ocean. That's what I heard. So we'll see. Anyways, there's another coin. That's a 1 peso. And then there's a half peso coin that is similar, but not exact. It is a half peso coin. Let's take a look, and that's just 1 peso. And they're not going to show the half peso coin. By the way, they were minted in 1947. All right, right after the war. All right, so at least I've shown you a coin now that breaks the mold. All right, let's go ahead and move this along because we have to. Okay, all right, $250 bill. They should make a $6 bill for Trump. Okay, Pentagon military personnel targeted using location data. U.S. accelerating squeeze on Cuba, war games, military actions. It says this could get messy. Wealthiest investors pulling money out of U.S. Inflation at 3-year high. Many burning through savings. GDP revised lower. That's a gross national product. Bruce Springsteen taunts Trump in D.C. concert and promises more ruckus. Dell gets a $9.7 billion defense contract, and the Don's portfolio stands to benefit. Revenge. The Department of Justice opens probe into President's accuser, E. Jean Carroll. You knew that was coming. Man arrested for threatening to kill Erica Kirk. That's the wife of that guy that was shot, Charlie Kirk. Flight attendants asking passengers to please stop touching them. Iceland ousts Switzerland as priciest nation? Question mark. Pro-trans church brazenly defies law on women's bathrooms. I told you yesterday, Joe Biden was worried her husband was drugged on debate night. It says here, USA and Iran trade strikes, further threatening negotiations. Diesel fuel spilled on National Mall during 250 event setup. Milli Vanilli, Morris Day won't perform. He was the one that he was performing, good-looking cat and everything. But it wasn't him singing, and he finally admitted it. And they took away all his awards, and he was ousted. He came back, and he did a little something, but it never went anywhere as far as I know. It may not have even charted. I don't know. But, he had a good voice. Jilted ex-Border Patrol chief taunts White House as unrest grips ICE facility. Memphis, Tennessee crime task force accused of using immense force in intimidation campaign. Buttigieg leads crowded 2028 Dem field. Ferrari CEO says first EV racking up orders despite criticism. We're almost done, folks. Interest on national debt eating record 19% of federal revenue. New death spiral warning. What do you want? It says Peter Thiel is worried about the future of America. Florida property tax plan risks charging fees for, quote, everything. While your coworker might be listening to music turned to 432 hertz, Ozempic may be reshaping brain, scientists say. What happens when your employer knows what disease you might get? Ebola spreads as concern grows over the response. Case in Australia, question mark. Tiny country on edge of Russia preparing for wider war. Millionaire populist El Tigre vows to make Colombia great again. Folks, we've made it through. We're going to keep this at 11 minutes. Take care, and I will see you tomorrow with all sorts of new fun and games. I'll try to put something up amusing for everybody as a little reward for being here at this channel. Thank you. Subscribe, be nobody, and I will see you later. Bye.